Note with the bougainvillea at the beginning and some interesting birds in the background. Their song, not these guys. These guys are beautiful, but they can't sing. It's a note on everything you always wanted to know about sex. Woody Allen. I thought this was a strange proposition. It's not Annie Hall, Manhattan Murder Mystery, Red Rose of Cairo. Red Rose of Cairo is included by Time on the list of best 100 movies ever made. But it was on Cinemax last night. I've seen I've seen it before, and again, I will have to shout here. It is as preposterous as this thing going on next door, where I have some criminals, corrupt individuals who have accumulated an illegal fortune. They work for the state, which means small salary. And to explain what they have, SUVs, German luxury cars, pool, swimming pool, and all this which is going on a regular basis, they will need to have worked, I don't know, 1,000 years. Anyway, trying to have this note with the ridiculous background. It is a ridiculous film at times. So we have Gene Wilder, who is in love with a sheep. Well, that happens in human. I mean, human brain is so strange sometimes. Um, but I didn't think it worthwhile to put in a film. But it was there. There's this man who dresses as a woman, and that's more interesting proposal, if you win, if you will. Uh, and but it's many decades ago when people had this other perspective, more conservative. So it could be funny in the perspective. In that perspective, I mean, they were outraged. Some of them, oh, this man is dressed as a woman, and what's wrong with him? Today, there's more freedom, even if with the arrival of the Donald in the White House, rules changed by the Obama administration, like transgender restrooms and other things, are getting into reverse. And of course, you have the South, you have the more liberal, much more liberal West Coast, and East Coast, and various attitudes towards gay and transgender. But it has changed. So that thing where there on the street was somewhat funny. Um, Otherwise, we then move on to this the different scenes and different perversions, if you will, which are supposed to be funny. Plus, finally, the way the body works, um, which again was not really humorous in my view. It was more of a strange outre exercise. So Woody Allen is at this gas station, and there's a woman who wants to see this professor. I'll take you there because I'm going with you. And here there were some situations with a little comical, with some comical aspects, but otherwise, again, the proposal is preposterous and outrageous at times. It's not a question of politically incorrect, especially with the way the humor is going today, Louis C.K. and others, who could be funny, but one of the main points they make is, well, if I joke, I have to joke about anything, and it's freedom of speech and so on, and some aspects have to be discussed, even the child molesters, for instance. So, returning, this this professor who has all sorts of strange experiments and talks about penises which are 48 centimeters long on average and things like that. And termina at one point he opens a door and there are, I don't know, 20, 30 Boy Scouts, and he says, we'll have to test you and see your face or something while they gang bang you. I mean, is this funny? For real? Woody Allen tries to defend her, the hour load. He has a weird assistant. He comes and tries to suffocate the character of Woody Allen, and there's a gun. Silly, not ridiculous. An outrageous proposition, as I said, one of them, at least. And then we move to the body. This was a bit, now come to think of it. And we're supposed to look inside the body where there are men. Probably the idea is that there are little figures within that operate systems, give me sound, brain to the ear, let me see her, it looks like we're going to have sex tonight. And they're at the meal, pull out the tongue, and they take this thing out with wheels, levers and all. Termină! Te aud, să știi că mă enervez. And what was I saying? You! He's very agitated because I just had a haircut, a severe haircut. And he doesn't know, I think, who's this guy without hair. I mean, half an hour ago there was the man he knew with hair. Well, losing some of it on account of the age. I'm already 32. And anyway, returning. So there are all these commands, take the levers and take the tongue out and let's try and have sex, and it's in the car, and they lose it. I mean, they're supposed to operate an erection, but then for some reason they lose all those ropes and things, and it's all gone. And the command center is insisting, and then there's the erection, and there are a group of other little white men, not the green men, up there, white men who are supposed to playing the role of the spermatozoids. Hi there. With Woody Allen in the role of one of them and saying, I don't want to go out there.